Good day everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is FX Major, your mentor, the only doctor that focuses on changing people's lives, the only trader that pierces through the market. And again, if you are new to our channel, be sure to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell to not miss out on any uploads or any updates that we are going to make in the near future. And as we've promised guys, to actually provide you with full details on how we actually take our trades, analyze and use different strategies, which all combined are called FX Major strategy. So be sure to watch this video until the end to fully understand and fully participate in this video, as it will be of so much help to you guys in understanding how we actually analyze, take trades and include our strategy, which is FX Major strategy. So without wasting any further time, let's jump into the market. So on today's video, I'll be analyzing one index, or rather one index and two currency pairs, which is Euro USD and AUD USD, including NAS100. And as you can see, I've already placed my NAS100 in my chart. Let me just remove these drawings and start afresh. Okay, so guys, as you know, we always have to start from a bigger time frame to actually view the market in a higher time frame or in a higher space, to actually know how the market actually ranges in a certain period or in a certain stage in time. So as I can see here, I'll firstly put my diagonal resisting trend line, which will just be formed just like this. And as you know guys, a diagonal resisting trend line has to have a diagonal supporting trend line, which will range in this type of formation. And again, as you can see, I can clearly see that the market has been ranging in an uptrending type of structure or formation, which just moves like this. Okay, so seeing that the market has been ranging in an uptrending structure, I can clearly see that the market, or rather NAS100, has been gaining momentum to move to the upside. And it clearly shows that NAS100 has been actually doing quite well in the past few days compared to previous market, but actually it has been doing quite well. As you can also see here, that it has been actually moving in sort of a bearish type formation. So I can say that NAS100 has been actually decreasing in its numbers, but just currently we can see that it's trying to actually gain momentum by changing its structure here. This is what we call a change of market structure, which we just experienced here on NAS100. So seeing that NAS100 just changed its form or form of structure, we can actually see that through this whole uptrending structure, we are actually expecting more buy momentum, as you can see from this change of market structure. Therefore, let's jump in and see if what we're actually seeing previously is what we can anticipate on the future current or future market. So here we can see our first, or rather a new change of structure, which is the first change of structure, the second change of structure, the third, which is a minor change of structure, fourth, fifth, which is a major change of structure, sixth, seventh, and lastly this change of structure, which we see here is being supported by the support trend line which we have here. So seeing that we have all these change of market structures, we can see that the market actually respects more of a trend line. It respects trend line strategy. Reason being why I say it respects a trend line strategy is because of this level here. We can anticipate and say that this level has been respected as its change of market structure. This second level here has been respected as its change of market structure, which highlights to us that this here is respectful to this falling trend line, or rather downtrending trend line. So this here, the change of market structure, actually represents and shows us how the market is actually being more respectful to the overall uptrending structure. So as you can see here, let me jump into 4 hour and actually show you what I actually see here on this current market structure, or rather on NAS100. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so as you can see from current previous market structure, we can see clearly that the market has been respecting this level. Hence why we had this falling wedge, or rather falling trend line, which represents that the market has been in a downtrending structure for quite a long time. So seeing from the previous market, we can anticipate and see that the market has been in a good falling trend line. So let's go to the current market structure to actually see if what happened previously is actually going to be respected and happen currently. So as you can see, what we experienced previously is what we we're currently experiencing now. Okay, so this same structure which we are seeing here is exactly like the previous structure which we have here. Let me highlight it for you so you can clearly see what I'm talking about. This same structure here is the same structure which we are actually looking at while looking at the current market structure here. Do you see what I'm seeing, guys? So the same movement which we had, for you, the same movement which we had here is the same movement which we also kind of have here, which is fully formed with this one here. The same movement which we have here is the same movement which we have there, which we call a change of market structure. As I've said before, that this acted as a change of market structure. Same applies to this one. This acted as a change of market structure to this new market structure. And the same movement which we have here, which lead us to the new market structure, is the same as this one. this move which we have or we had previously is the exact same move which we have currently. As you can see, I would have taken my trade possibly at this point here or at this point here, seeing that the market will actually fall. But let me show you why I say I would have taken that trade. So as you can see, currently we have the same movement which we had previously, and now we have it again, and the same touches which we have, which let me highlight them for you. This first touch, second touch, and the touch which we had on the resistance level. So here it's our first touch, second touch, and the touch which broke out of our resistance level. But although we still see the same uptrending movement to the upside, and also here we see the same movement which we have or had previously, which is this movement here to the upside, and the market is trying to now reverse at the same movement as here, just here. So what can we say about this market structure? What we can say is that we are expecting more of a selling movement, or a falling triangle, or rather a falling trend line or current market structure, which will be actually putting us into more sells, just like what happened previously, as you can see here, before continuing to the upside. Although we are expecting more buys, since we will be on the support level, we are actually expecting more buys to the upside. But before we actually get more buys from the market or from NAS100, we are actually expecting to see some few sells before continuing to the upside. So let's jump into the current market structure and actually see where we will be expecting to enter our few trades and actually be profitable using this current market structure which we are actually seeing here. So let me jump on it. 4 hour, yeah, 4 hour will be best for us. This is just pure price action currently. This is just pure price action, guys. So I'm gonna leave this for a few seconds so you guys can see what I'm actually talking about and actually see from NAS100. So I'll actually leave it to you guys to see, just a few minutes or a few seconds to see what I'm actually seeing on NAS100. And if this isn't what you guys are actually seeing, feel free to comment on the comment section below and give your view on this market on NAS100. Okay, so moving on, let's jump into NAS100 again. And I hope you guys saw what I was actually trying to show you on this current market. So viewing this whole analysis, I can clearly see that we will be actually experiencing and expecting more buying opportunities, because I can also see a bit of a flag here. Let me remove all these drawings so I can show you. Let me remove these drawings. Okay, so I can clearly see a beautiful flag which is actually expecting us to take it, because looking at this, I can clearly see that I see a bit of a flag, which is this might act as a left wing, this might act as a flag before continuing to the downside. But again, I'm also seeing a different flag, which I might actually see it as more of a scalp flag which is ranging in this type of formation before continuing to the upside. So currently we have two possibilities, but however the first possibility which we have is that of more buying opportunities, because we can see that NAS100 is ranging in a similar way as it did before. So meaning that this current market structure is acting in much more of a similar way compared to the previous market structure which we had before, which I've shown you before. So I'm expecting more buying opportunities. Therefore, let me jump in and see how we will actually be able to take this trade. Okay, so seeing that we have this type of formation, or rather this downtrending structure, we can clearly see that we were actually expecting or expected to actually take this trade to a possibility whereby we are certain enough that it will push to the upside and give us more buying opportunities for some certain period of time. So seeing that we have an overall uptrending structure and a scalp downtrending structure, or rather a change of market structure, which led us into having a downtrending structure just to create a beautiful market structure. Okay, so looking at this, I can see that we clearly have a beautiful structure here which acts as a support at this level here, acts as a support, and we have a level here which actually acts as a support. This one acts as a resistance and this one acts as a support. So since we're actually expecting more buying opportunities from NAS100, we will simply put this trend line here, which is a highlight to us that we will be actually expecting few buying opportunities until this certain point here, because that's what we actually want to see or have NAS100 do. So since we're having this type of structure, we are actually expecting for NAS100 to break this structure before continuing to the upside and possibly reverse at this certain point here, and if not, have it continue to the upside. So this is what I'm actually expecting for NAS100 to do before actually deciding on this. Is what I'm actually expecting for NAS100 to do. This is what I'm expecting for NAS100 to do before NAS100 to do before continuing to the downside if it's going to reject at a certain point, which I'm actually expecting it to either reject or reverse at this point here, or just at this point here after proceeding and continuing with our before continuing and proceeding with our setup. But I'm currently seeing a different approach here, because looking at this, I can clearly see that we have this change of market structure and also this change of market structure on an hour time frame. But however, this actually leads us to actually having or looking at a long-term buying opportunities from NAS100, because looking at this, I can clearly see that the market, since it's going to have this here and also have this just above, therefore it leads me to the conclusion that NAS100 is actually, or the Nasdaq is actually going to have a bit of more entry points, because this will be our first entry point, let me just put the text. Therefore, this will be our first entry point, just here. And then we'll be having again a third entry point, second entry point, second entry point, just here, and a third entry point, which will just be here. So we will be actually expecting to have 3 entry points, which will be more, or rather more productive and positive, because you'll be actually expecting to make more pips than expected. So this is how I'm expecting NAS100 to range before shooting to the upside. And if possible, break this structure, create a 4th entry point before pushing to the upside. So this is what I'm expecting for NAS100 to do and give us. So jumping to Euro USD, let's see Euro USD. Jumping into Euro USD, let's look at the previous market structure. We always have to look at the previous market structure before jumping into the current market structure. We have to see how the market has been ranging previously, so we can know the next move that the market will actually make before we actually take our trades anytime, whether in a few days, a few months, or even in a few weeks. So we can clearly see that we have an expanding triangle, which represents to us that the market has been in a squeezed position whereby it had no